He said that, and then when I was at his house, he was talking about abusing Adderall that he got from Kai from like their
Okay.
past relationship.
And now, so he still had Adderall from Kai?
Yeah,
Or the,
because I guess like he had
really?
like like because she had like an overstock, I guess, because he had like 3 bottles at least that had her name on it.
Did he, did he ever talk in like a baby voice or ask that you do it?
He would do the like weird baby voice. I know what you're talking about, and he would do the weird baby voice sometimes as like a joke, but it was like really scary. Because he sounded like a baby, and he would even do the thing where he like puts his legs up and like sucks on his thumb like a baby.
Oh my
Um,
god.
That is
so
bizarre.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
But there was no other signs of like age play or anything. I mean, that
I
sounds
mean,
like she
other than
trained
the
him.
fact, yeah, other than the fact that he like told us we look like really young and like he liked that we're small and skinny and have no boobs, like not really super age play stuff.
A big question a lot of people had, there's been speculation that he's bisexual because he's made weird comments about finding men attractive
Mhm.
on his streams. Did he ever come across as like hetero-flexible or anything like that?
I say yes in the sense that, like, for one, he said that weird thing about Destiny to me, and he was like hella obsessed with Destiny at that time, and was like talking about him and hanging out with him a lot, and then and
Mhm.
like going to Miami to see him. And then also he would like because he like lifts weights and stuff, he would like watch videos of other guys like lifting and like flexing and stuff and literally be like, fuck, like, oh my god. And like to me, like he would sit there and like act like it's cause like, oh, they're so strong. But to me, I was just like, I don't care how strong they are. That sounds gay. To
Yeah.
sit there and like moan for a strong man. Literally he would like wipe his like dick off on a rag and it would be like tinged red and he never even like batted an eye or said
You never
anything.
even mentioned it? Like, oh, look, there's
No,
blood in this?
no.
Okay.
Um, oh, I remember this because his name I thought was funny. He told me he was doing cocaine with this guy named Dick Masters.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like this was,
Oh,
he told me that was a couple years ago. But yeah.
I feel like I'm being trolled. That's such a,
I'm
a
not.
specific person. um,
Oh my. And yeah, Tom was doing various drugs with this guy.
Sacramento, did you hear anything like that? Did he ever compare you to Kai?
He would be. He basically said that, um, like my parents would love you because you're nothing like Kai. And he kind of would like ask me questions to see if we had similar hobbies, but he was basically I was referred to as his first quote unquote normal girlfriend that didn't have BPD.
Also he like this is like TMI, but like since he can't come, you like sessions you would be trapped with him for like an hour and also so like no matter what you're gonna end up like dry at one point and then
Yeah.
he would just like not care and keep going.
So you literally told him use lube, and he just ignored you and kept plowing away, basically.
Yeah, damn near or like literally like try to add spit.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
okay.
I feel like I don't know, he just wasn't used to having like a girl not be like up his ass and like worshiping him because he's famous. And so I think it kind of had like an ego blow for him. And that's why he was so like rough towards me.
Did you feel like he was like particularly aggressive because he was upset or something?
Sometimes yes. And I can attest to this. After Kai went on a live stream with Liam, the guy that she cheated on Tom with, Tom freaked the fuck out and came to come see me and was the most aggressive he had ever been towards me because of that situation. And I think that is the same time that I told my roommate about how aggressive he had been.
The number one thing that really stood out from all the messages, and this is just funny to me personally, okay, because of who I am, After you said that after 4 months in, you found the kiwi farms, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, he could not maintain an erection.
I'm trying to think of exactly because I confronted him about all the girls and I started really being on his ass in December. And then as soon as basically as soon as I told him about Kiwi Farms and like the fact that I knew everything, we went to go meet his family, and during that whole trip he couldn't.
So you went on a family trip, and it was during the trip where he had problems, and that was right after you had a confrontation with him, and that was around the 4 month mark, around the same time.
Uh wait, I guess it was in December. I don't know how
Okay,
long that is from when
that's
we first met.
that's near the end. If you guys met in May
Yeah,
and you were
it
together for
was near the end.
okay, so way towards the end, you confronted him about all the Instagram stuff and
Hmm.
all the e-girls, and you said that you knew
Yeah.
about his stuff on Kiwi Farms, and then immediately after that, you had a trip together where he just
Hmm.
couldn't get it up at all, and
Yeah.
then the relationship ended after that.
Yes, because he started being like really weird and distant. And I was like getting kind of concerned. And I was like, okay, well, like, there's obviously something to what I told him because he wouldn't have this reaction if this was like a nothing burger. So I was like, huh, that's weird. And I kept being on his ass about it. And then we broke up. And I was like, okay, well, you're a freak. I don't know.
um, so the time that he was particularly rough after the Kai interview,
Hmm.
uh, did like the sex feel like anonymous? Like, did it seem like he was trying to like not look at you in the process? I don't know if that makes sense or if what I'm getting at doesn't make sense, but
Yes, because this is very, very graphic, and I'm sorry, but um, he basically would throw me onto the bed and shove my face down so I couldn't say anything, and like just repeatedly like have sex with me. And so I was basically just like laying there while he did that to me and would hold my head down really hard.
okay. And would this also last for like an hour, like each time?
Yeah, it would last pretty long.
Okay, and you would bleed the same,
Yes.
and you didn't stop
Yeah, I would bleed almost every time.
because it would last so long that there's like no arousal after
Yeah.
how long? Okay. Um, and like with the lube, did you ever say like you have to use lube because this is painful?
Um, he did get lube at one point, but he only used it like once, and he said that he would just use it to jerk off usually.
Wow. Did he do the masturbating in front of the to the videos thing too?
Yes.
Like how often? Is it like a
I've
one
only
time
seen
thing?
him I've seen him do it a couple times, and it was usually to like a video like he had just taken of me.
In the first 4 months, was there anything like strange or weird or like red flag?
Well, that's when he bought me the Hello Kitty merchandise, and he would talk about how his ex-girlfriend Kai kind of like ruined his perception of love, and he doesn't know if he'll ever be able to love anyone again.
How?
Yeah.
This is like a really awkward question to ask, but I have to know because it is a chicken and egg problem. Did he ever finish like from having sex?
Um, he did a couple of times, but this sounds really terrible, but he could only finish from sex if I was screaming and crying in pain.
Okay. How often was it like I guess he didn't ask for that, right? He would just like hit you until that happened.
He would be hitting me and like choking me and slamming me down until I was like screaming in pain because he wouldn't stop having sex with me either. And only when I was like, "Ah, my God, like stop, stop," then he could come.
Okay, so it's literally the words like stop, stop is
Yeah.
like eat every time.
He only was able to ejaculate maybe 3 times throughout our whole
Okay,
relationship.
okay. Katie, is this like consistent with your experience, or is this like worse?
Yeah, the first time I met him, he didn't come a single time, and he just told me it was like because he was nervous, and I was like, I mean, makes sense, whatever. And then the second time, he only came the one time that he watched the video.
A little bit about the Destiny guy, that he had went to go visit him. He told Katie that he went to go visit him 4 times total. But yeah, the Destiny guy, from what he told me, was gay and wore a butt plug during their interactions. So Destiny was
Yo,
wearing a butt plug in front of Tom.
What?
whoa, what?
Yes.
During his regular social interactions with Tom, he was just plugged up and told Tom this, and he was just okay with this.
Yes. This is kind of a funny story, but he was living in like a literal mansion, and so I pulled up and I was like, "What the hell?" And I kind of was like really suspicious about him, and then I saw that he had like a bunch of Turkey Tom like merchandise everywhere, and I was like,
Oh
"Okay, well."
no!
Like, I know who you are.
She found the Turkey Tom plush box in the closet and looked him up. Katie, real quick, when you were talking to him, would he ever bring up Kai, like for no
Yes.
reason, just start talking
He
about her?
told he told me I looked like Kai. He asked me if I like Monster High dolls because of Kai, and said like, "Oh, well, my ex girlfriend liked them."
Oh my god!
And like, and then again, like I went through his closet, and he had like an entire like at least like 6 items that were all like girl shirts from Hot Topic of like Invader Zim and shit like that. And I was like, "What the fuck are these?" And he was like, "Those are my ex girlfriends. I just haven't gotten rid of them." And then Rowan said that he still had that shit when he moved.
So he just kept her close. Okay, that's a little bit weird.
Yeah, so
Oh.
like he brought her up multiple times though, especially to me because I talked to him right after they broke up, and like it was, and he told, yeah, again, he told me I looked like her, like everything, and like told me multiple times like, "Oh, you remind me of Kai."
He told you multiple times that you looked like his ex
Yes,
and that you acted like his ex.
yes. Even though he would ask me if I was into things, and it was obvious that he was asking because Kai would like them, and then he would get like a little sad when I would be like, "No."
Wow. That's what a stupid thing to say to a woman. You both said that he non-consensually began to record you guys having
Oh yeah.
sex. Was this both times that you saw him?
Literally every single time we had sex, he recorded it, and he never asked. Literally just one time, I like looked back and I was like, "Oh, that's a phone." The only time he ever came was we had sex, and then he proceeds to be like, "Wait, I need to come." Gets me like gets off me, and then just literally in front, like damn near on top of me, in front of me. I'm like trapped under him still. He starts watching the video he just recorded and jerking it, and I was like, "What the fuck is it happening?" That was like also kind of an awakening. I was like, "What the?" I was
No,
like, "Oh, he's got death grip. What is happening?"
no weird like. Can you dress up like this besides just gifting you like Hello Kitty stuff?
Um, no, I mean, he would tell me during sex, like, "Oh, like, you're like a little girl, you're so skinny, like, you're so small." It was like really weird, but I was just like, "Oh well."
I'm
Oh
here.
wow,
What am I going to do about it now? Um,
real. What else am I gonna do?
he didn't try to do any of the weird age play stuff, but he did talk about her a lot. He said that you were very petite, very small. I guess, did he literally say you look like a little girl?
Yes,
Yes.
To both of you.
yeah.
Yes.
But
The first time I got naked in front of him, he literally was like, "This is awesome. You look like a little girl,"
wow.
and I was like, "Oh, that's not normal." I think you should tell them that he wasn't accepted into the Catholic Church.
Oh my gosh.
How do
Yeah,
you get
he would
rejected from
he
the church?
I'm a Catholic and he grew up Catholic, so I decided to try to take him to church with me even though he's kind of like a turbo godless atheist. And he decided to go to church wearing his like usual homeless attire, and when he went up to go get communion from the priest was like, you're not Catholic. Don't come and take communion. And he was being very disrespectful the whole time during Mass and decided to start taking Zins during service. And
Really? What the fuck?
yes,
That's a red flag. If anyone doesn't like, if you're trying to like bring somebody into like your social circles and they're just that disinterested and passive aggressive and shit, like that's a bad sign.